Hi, Mark here. It is Monday, July the 7th, 8 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. GMT, start of the US session after last week's shortened trading week with 4th of July public holiday in the US. Starting the new week, US dollar index looking strong. US dollar starting on a strong foot. We're seeing that reflected in the index. I've seen it against all the major pairs as well. Support at 96.53, resistance at 97.07. A tough resistance level, has tried that before end of last week and got rejected. If I zoom in today to the hourly, you can see again rejected at the 97.07. So US dollar giving up some of those gains. We'll see now with the US session underway, where the buyers can maintain above the 97.07, perhaps higher, or whether sellers step in and we see weak US dollar once the US session is now underway and maybe look down towards this 96.53 support area. Let's have a look at the S&P. Bearing in mind 8 o'clock now, 1.5 hours until Wall Street opens up. We had the sell-off at the end of last week. Starting on the front foot, the S&P and the US equity markets, I've got support at 6,289 and resistance at 6,310. We'll see once Wall Street does open up whether demand continues, whether buyers remain on the front foot. We had record levels here in the S&P. We'll see if those levels can be tested and whether the S&P continues the strong uptrend. Gold being sold off today. You can see that. And that's typical inverse relationship. Strong US dollar, weak gold. That's what's playing out. Have a look technically at the bearish engulfing candle we had at the end of last week. That's playing out as well. And if we take even a step further back, you can see on the weekly charts the double top, strong reversal sign, which we had 4 weeks ago, and that playing out as well with gold being sold off. If I zoom in on the hourly to see how it's going now, there's that support level at 3,296. Buyers did step in, and now for the past 4 or 5 hours, hanging around that 3,300 level. It is a pivotal level. We'll see if buyers again use it as a springboard, and we see demand at this 3,300, and if buyers can get back up to that 3,330 resistance area. And Brent oil, I saw earlier, had started the week strong. You can see that. Got support at 67.32. Support area, resistance area, and a tough level for sellers to break below the $67. Did bounce up off that 67 area all the way up to resistance of 68.86. There you can see, and buyers will be looking to retest this 68.86 and even as high as the $69 level. That's what buyers will be looking for. Sellers, on the other hand, looking to come down off this $68.90, $69 area and come back to revisit the 67.32. Bitcoin has started definitely on the back foot, being sold off to start the new week. I've got resistance matching the previous resistance from yesterday at 109,700. Tested again, rejected again. Buyers finding it really difficult to get to the 110,000 and to maintain above that 110,000. It seems sellers continue to step in. Sellers now have support at 108,578. It's about a $1,200 range for now, but sellers looking to test below this the support level. And last night at the start of the new week, I had drawn in a ascending trend line. Price action was sitting over here. You can see that sellers broke below the ascending trend line, sitting right now at that 108.5 thousand support and looking to push lower. We've got a full US session ahead of us. Let's see if that US dollar strength that we've seen to start the US session does continue, is maintained, or whether we see a turnaround once the US session is now underway. We've got levels to work with, and I will see you at the end of the session. Good trading.